Hey everyone, welcome back to Missionaries with God's Love in Tustin, California. Today's topic is what to do when we have been betrayed and have had our hearts broken. But before we begin, find a nice quiet place to sit down with your back, neck, and shoulders relaxed, and ask the Holy Spirit to join you throughout the meditation, throughout the day and the days ahead. Take a deep breath and savor the fresh air that is given to us by God. It hurts when someone betrays us, especially when that person was close to us. It destroys us. So what can we do in this instance? There was a story where a man was betrayed by his brothers. He was sold into slavery. Genesis 37 verses 23 to 28 says, quote, "So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty. There was no water in it. As they sat down to eat their meal, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with spices, balm, and myrrh, and they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, 'What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood.' His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt." End quote. The son who was betrayed was the favorite son, and the others were jealous, and in their jealousy they sold him. Envy and jealousy leads people down a dangerous path. Some people have suffered great betrayals from loved ones. The ones who are supposed to protect us end up betraying us. One thing to keep in mind is that God will never fail us. Genesis 39 verses 21 to 23 says, quote, "The Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in the prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. The warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care, because the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did." End quote. God protected him even though he was in jail. When someone takes something away from us, God blesses them with more. As we end today's prayer, say, "Speak to me, Lord, for your servant is listening."